Identifying and installing the correct gearbox for your car involves several steps. Here's a comprehensive guide to help you through the process. Identifying the correct gearbox. First, know your car's specifications such as its make, model, and year of production. This information is crucial for finding the correct gearbox. Different engines may require different types of gearboxes. So you must know the type of engine your car has. So, check the owner's manual. Your car manual often contains detailed specifications on the transmission type needed for your vehicle. Next up, identify the gearbox type. The gearbox may be manual or automatic. You must determine if your car is equipped with a manual or automatic transmission. Now in the transmission type section, look for specific names such as CVT, which stands for Continuously Variable Transmission, or DSG, meaning Direct Shift Gearbox. Alright, so VIN, or Vehicle Identification Number, use the VIN to get precise details about your car. This can actually help parts suppliers identify the right gearbox, which is definitely handy. Next, consult with professionals. You can speak to certified mechanics or automotive specialists to get recommendations on the suitable gearbox. Online forums, car parts websites, and manufacturer resources can really provide insights into the compatibility of gearboxes. If possible, try to remove the old gearbox and inspect any part numbers or manufacturer details etched on it, because this can definitely help in finding a direct replacement. You'll need some basic hand tools like wrenches, ratchets, and screwdrivers, as well as a jack stands and maybe even a transmission jack to get the gearbox installed properly. Alright, first things first. Disconnect the battery to prevent any electrical issues. And, if it's needed for your particular vehicle, go ahead and drain the transmission fluid as well. Next up, lift the car securely using a jack and some sturdy jack stands. Make sure everything is stable before you get underneath. Now, remove the old gearbox, and as you do, be sure to thoroughly document the disconnection process of all the cables, lines, and mounts. It's really important to note where each part is connected for reassembly later on. Alright, so first you'll want to remove the necessary components like the drive shafts, exhaust parts, and so on to actually get access to the gearbox. And then, carefully unbolt and support the gearbox before you go ahead and remove it. Now, when it comes to installing the new gearbox, make sure you position it in place, double-check that it aligns correctly with the engine, and reconnect all the components systematically, just following your notes from the removal process. Alright, so make sure that all bolts are tightened to the specified torque settings, and don't forget to refill the transmission fluid as well. After you've completed the installation, just go ahead and refill the gearbox with the manufacturer's recommended transmission fluid. Now reconnect the battery and start the vehicle to check everything's working properly. Alright, so now test the gears through their ranges to ensure proper installation. And yeah, check for leaks. After running the vehicle for a short distance, check for any fluid leaks around the gearbox. Make sure the gearbox is either OEM, that's original equipment manufacturer, or a high-quality aftermarket part. If you're unsure about any step, it's honestly best to seek professional assistance to avoid any damage to the vehicle or, injury. Also, check if the gearbox comes with a warranty for that extra bit of peace of mind. Following these guidelines should really help you identify and install the correct gearbox for your car successfully. Types of gearboxes used in cars, trucks, and SUVs. Well, There are several types of gearboxes used by cars, each with its own unique characteristics, advantages, and disadvantages. Here are some of the most common types of gearboxes. First up, manual transmission, or MT. A manual transmission requires the driver to manually shift gears using a gear shift and clutch pedal. Some of its advantages include better fuel efficiency, more control over the vehicle, and lower cost. So its disadvantages are that it actually requires more driver effort, and honestly, it can be quite tiring in heavy traffic. Number 2, we've got the automatic transmission gearbox. This type of transmission automatically shifts gears without the need for any driver input. It's definitely easier to drive, especially when you're stuck in heavy traffic, and it just requires a lot less effort from the driver. So, automatic transmissions, well, they're generally lower in fuel efficiency, cost a bit more, and honestly, the driver has less control over the vehicle. Now, number 3, continuously variable transmission, or CVT. A CVT actually uses belts and pulleys to provide, an infinite number of gear ratios. With a CVT, you get smooth and seamless gear shifts, better fuel efficiency, and a more compact design overall. However, it can be, a bit noisy, lacks driver engagement, and has limited torque capacity. Semi-automatic transmission, or SAT, uses a manual gear shift but with an automatic clutch. It combines the benefits of manual and automatic transmissions, offering better fuel efficiency and, honestly, more control. So it can be a bit complex and expensive with, limited availability. Number 5, dual clutch transmission, or DCT. A DCT uses 2 clutches to pre-select the next gear, which honestly provides fast and smooth gear shifts. It's quick and offers smooth gear shifts, plus you get better fuel efficiency and a more compact design. So, it can be expensive, a bit complex, and may have limited torque capacity. Next up, automated manual transmission, or AMT. An AMT uses a manual transmission with an automated clutch and gear shift. It combines the benefits of manual and automatic transmissions, giving you, better fuel efficiency and a bit more control. So yeah, it can be, quite complex and expensive, with limited availability. Number 7, the epicyclic gearbox. An epicyclic gearbox uses a combination of gears and shafts to provide a compact and efficient transmission. It comes with a compact design, high efficiency, and honestly, really smooth gear shifts. So it can be a bit expensive and, there's limited availability as well. Now let's talk about the planetary gearbox. A planetary gearbox uses a combination of gears and shafts to provide a compact and efficient transmission. It comes with a compact design, high efficiency, and honestly, really smooth gear shifts. A robotized manual transmission uses a manual transmission with an automated clutch and gear shift. It combines the benefits of manual and automatic transmissions, giving you better fuel efficiency and, a bit more control. A Tiptronic transmission is a type of automatic transmission that allows the driver to manually shift gears. It comes with a combination of the benefits of manual and automatic transmissions, offering better fuel efficiency and more control. Really the best of both worlds.